What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode with Supreme Decisions. And today I want to give you something, and you can thank me later on this one too. I watched a video today where a city councilman was arrested for not signing a traffic citation. And the question was, can you be arrested for refusing to sign a traffic citation? Now, I'm going to give you an edited version of this video because I only want to give you points from it. Now, there's a newscast behind it, but I want you to understand this is the actual law, because even in portions of this video, which I'll actually probably play the video in its entirety at the end of this, but I want you to understand the verbiage that's being used, because they're using statutes, codes, and ordinances and using the words law when the law states otherwise. Because I spoke about this probably about a year ago, where I spoke about the citation itself being a contract. And here's the issue with contracts, because contract is an offer, an acceptance, consideration, and an agreement. Now, you're going to hear things talk about acceptance and agreement in the law, but you're also going to hear the words or. And as you remember, if and or are the biggest words in law. So in the conversation that's being spoken about as law, or is used. And in this case, it's in reference to a traffic citation.
A McKinney City Councilman's arrest during a traffic stop has raised questions about the rule of law and a police officer's discretion. Councilman
Lashady and Shemwell told us yesterday he believed he was racially profiled. After this interview, police released body cam video of the Tuesday afternoon traffic stop and a short statement saying that Shemwell was ticketed for speeding and for not updating his driver's license. Police say he was arrested for not signing the ticket. Shemwell told us yesterday that he shouldn't have been arrested for that it wasn't required.
And today we have been trying to get a follow-up response from the councilman. We also wanted to know what the law says about refusing to sign a traffic ticket, and Fox 4's James Rose has more on that. James.
The body camera video released by McKinney Police begins with the officer pulling over Lashady and Shemwell and approaching the city councilman's car. Shemwell immediately begins disputing the officer's claim that he was speeding in a 35-mile-an-hour zone.
That sure seems to be the reason you pulled me over. As you came on that curve on Highway 5, you're traveling 55 miles an hour.
As I came around the curve from a complete stop, I was going 55 miles an hour.
Shemwell continues to dispute the claim that he was speeding as the officer prepares to ticket him, both for the speeding charge and for not updating the address on his driver's license. The dispute goes on for a few minutes before this exchange.
I'm going to talk to Chief Connolly because you're out of line. First off, I wasn't speeding from the time that I turned around.
Mr. Shemwell, I'm going to give you one more option.
One more option or what?
You have to sign this or I have to take you to jail today, okay?
Take me to jail for what?
For your refusal to sign.
So that's the law that I have to sign that, Mr.?
Yeah.
Shemwell is arrested after he refuses to sign the citation, telling the police officer who's handling him,
Wilkerson, you are making it really, don't touch me.
Shemwell told us on camera Wednesday he believed he was racially profiled. That was before police released the body cam video. We asked defense attorney and reserve police officer Pete Schulte, who does not represent anyone in this case, to look at the circumstances surrounding the arrest.
The law is clear. The law says if somebody does not sign a ticket or promise to appear in court, they shall be taken before a magistrate, which means arrested and taken to jail.
We asked Schulte why someone can be arrested for just not signing a traffic ticket.
If they don't sign it, there's no proof that they accepted or promised to appear in court, so they could limit the ability for the judge to issue a warrant for the defendant's arrest.
Schulte also points out police have very broad powers of arrest during traffic stops.
When you get pulled over, there's only 3 offenses in the state of Texas where you have to be issued a citation or given an opportunity to sign a promise to appear. That's speeding, open container, and texting. Anything else, you can get arrested on a dirty license plate and having an expired registration. Anything can go directly to jail.
And as you remember, I spoke about U.S. v. Secklinger, 397 U.S. 203, 1970. Parties to a contract have obligation to operate with full disclosure and honesty, acting in good faith and with clean hands. Even in the domain of private contract law, the author of a standard form agreement is required to state its terms with clarity and candor. And basically, when you're talking about things that would void a contract, you're talking about things such as lack of capacity, undue influence, mistake, fraud, coercion, duress, or public policy. All of those void contracts. And don't be mistaken. Being forced to sign a contract is duress. Being forced to sign a citation is public policy. All of those void contracts, which in essence void a traffic citation. And here's the case I want to give you. And yes, you can thank me later. When you're being forced to sign a contract or sign a traffic citation, the evidence, just like in this video, which this video is actual evidence of a freedom of contract violation, which is a violation to the police officer's oath, is Dixon v. United States 548 U.S. 1, 2006. A criminal defendant who claims to be acting under duress must prove with a preponderance of evidence that there was duress available. Now remember, I spoke about before public policy. If they're working under policy, you can have a copy of their guidelines when they're acting in the public interest. That is something that's written. And if it is written, then you have an opportunity to sue the state for not allowing the freedom of contract. If it is not, then it is a clear violation because it is a clearly established law. Because it's a Supreme Court decision, which is the supreme law of the land, along with treaties and federal statutes. Those are what protect your civil rights. Now understand, Dixon v. U.S. 548 U.S. 1, 2006 is a clearly established law that is set forth when you get the video because you are forced to sign a traffic citation is a violation of one's civil rights. So, like I said, thank me later. Talk to you soon. Keep donating. Apple Pay, Venmo, Cash App. And if you don't have the Cash App already, hit my link in the description and we both get paid. Google Wallet. Until next time.